fear. Through Yarmouk's clash and the Persian sand, the sword of Allah took his stand. Not a single loss to his name, a soldier's heart forever aflame. And when he lay his armor down, no crown of gold, no jeweled gown, only the peace of a warrior's rest. In Allah's hands, his final test. Khalid, Khalid, sword of Allah's might, ride through the storm into the night. With courage fierce and purpose clear, the world would know his name and fear. In history's pages his legacy lives, a name that inspires, a heart that gives. Khalid, oh Khalid, sword of a brave, forever honored beyond the grave. Through Yarmouk's clash and the Persian sand, the sword of Allah took his stand. Not a single loss to his name. In the sands of Mecca, a warrior born, a son of Quraysh with pride adorned, raised with steel and fire in his veins. Bound to the desert, bound to his name. Khalid, Khalid, sword of Allah's might, riding through the storm into the night. With courage fierce and purpose clear, the world would know his name and fear. Foes turned allies, in faith he found strength and surrender on sacred ground. Once an enemy, now Islam's blade. For truth and justice, his soul was made. Khalid, Khalid, sword of Allah's might, riding through the storm into the night. With courage fierce and purpose clear, the world would know his name and fear. Through Yarmouk's clash and the Persian sand, the sword of Allah took his stand. Not a single loss to his name, a soldier's heart forever aflame. Khalid, Khalid, sword of Allah's might, riding through the storm into the night. With courage fierce and purpose clear, the world would know his name and fear. And when he laid his armor down, no crown of gold, no jeweled gown, only the peace of a warrior's rest. In Allah's hands, his final test. Khalid, Khalid, sword of Allah's might, riding through the storm into the night. With courage fierce and purpose clear, the